All right, so welcome to this YouTube channel. Yes, this is one of the most simplest, or let me say the simplest way to remove the background of an image. Yes, so this is done by first you open the image, and then you just move on to the select option in the menu bar. You click on it, and then within it you have subject. You click on subject, and then automatically Photoshop would select the subject in the image. So if the selection is not really perfect, you just have to manually do the selection. So I'm going to use the quick selection tool. This is the quick selection tool, and then I will zoom into the image, and then you make sure the selection or the brush, the round cursor, is on the add to selection with the plus in the middle. So now you just click and drag on the subject so that Photoshop would do its magic. Make sure the cursor falls within the subject. Don't let the cursor go outside the subject. So now I'm just clicking once, and now any place that is not perfect, if the selection goes off the subject like this space, you just have to reduce the brush, and then you click on subtract from selection, and then just subtract it. The keyboard shortcut for subtracting for selection is Alt. You just hold Alt, and then the plus will change to minus. Now let me zoom out, and then this space, the beard needs to be selected, so I just have to use the quick selection tool to do that. Now let me check the other sides. The ear loop is not really good, so let me just create a selection. This space will not be needed, therefore I would just use the subtract from selection to remove that part. So let me just go down and check the other edges to see if it is good. Now this side needs to be removed, therefore I would have to reduce the brush size, and then hold Alt, and then click within the space. Now I'll zoom out. Yeah, between his fingers or his hand, there's a small space here. I'll just further reduce the size of the brush, and then do the selection. This space, I would increase the brush size, hold Alt. Okay, now let me move down. Let me come to this side, reduce the brush size, hold Alt. All right, I think that is enough. Just have to follow the principle. Now this part of the kente or the dress has not been selected, therefore you need to add it to the selection. What I'm doing now is called panning. Yeah, panning is just to be able to move your document on the document space in Photoshop. So to do that, you just have to hold the backspace, and then you just click. It will be better you use a mouse as a graphic designer, or in Photoshop it is more convenient to use a mouse than to use the touchpad on a laptop. So I think the edges are good enough. It's just left with this place, that is the shoulder. All right, so if your selection is good, you just have to go to the layers panel, and then you click on the add layer mask. When you just click on it, the background will just go off. Thank you. Now the next step is to add a very nice background to the image. You can do that by going to file and then you click on open, or you go to place embedded. Yes, because we want the background to fall on this image. When you click on open, it would open in a new window. So you go to place embedded, you look for the background. I placed it in the desktop, so you just select it and then you click place. Yes, the background will come in the transform mode, therefore you have to increase the size and then you commit it. You just have to drag its layer below the man's layer, and then that is all. You have changed the background of an image. Yes, now it's so the background is so distracting, therefore let's add a little effect to it. So you can add an effect to the background by just blurring it. Therefore you just have to go to filter, then you go to blur, and then go to Gaussian blur. Good. So you can reduce the blur to about, okay, you can make it just 10 pixels. I think it's enough. Just click OK, and then you save it. You go to file, save as, you select the destination first, you name it, and then you change the format to JPEG. That is the first JPEG that shows in the format, and then you click save. Yes, you just replace it. All right, I don't want to replace it, therefore I just have to give it a name. And then you click OK. You make sure the quality is high, maximum is at maximum, and then you click OK. That is all.